Thank you for asking this question because we're going to talk about medication and antidepressants. Your friend took it and stopped. So, I got diagnosed with depression 20 plus years ago, and I was on and off medication for most of it until 2017. What do I mean on and off it? Well, because I would take it, I would start to feel better, and then I would forget that I was feeling better because I was taking the medication. So, I would stop taking the medication. By the way, this is very common. Okay. And then sure enough, I wouldn't take the medication. And before I knew it, I would crash and I would need to get back on my meds and it would take that much longer. So since 2017, I've been off the medication, but I needed to get back on it 2020 because I changed my lifestyle. I changed a lot of what I was doing, and I went through energy healing, my theta healing course, which changed me down to the genetic level. Now, I don't recommend this for everyone, but it worked for me. But in 2020, I got back on my meds because even though I was meditating, even though I was eating clean, even though I was doing all the EFT, all of that, it wasn't enough. I could tell it wasn't enough. So I put myself back on my meds and again, was on it for probably about 6 months, 7 months. And I was eventually able to get off it when I got back in therapy and I did what I needed to do to get myself back to a good place. Now, having said that, I have my psychiatrist number on speed dial, and I will be the first to call my psychiatrist if I feel like I'm slipping and I need the meds. Okay, so that's the first piece. Now, your friend didn't like how it made them feel. So understand something, when you're in a state, especially if you're in a state of mania, if you have anxiety, your anxiety this is your norm. Okay, that's not everyone's norm, but this is your norm. Okay, depression, that's your norm. When you take medication, if you're used to this for anxiety, your medication will level you out, but that will feel like it's numbing you. It'll feel like it's dulling you, even with ADHD, right? So you may not like how it feels. Try a different dose. So take less, take more. Again, go back to your psychiatrist, have this conversation. Don't just quit on medication. Try different meds because there are a lot of different ones and everyone's body chemistry reacts to it differently. But understand that, when you're used to this being your norm and when you are doing this, it's not always going to feel good because you're not used to that. Be aware of that. Okay? I hope that answers your question. Thanks.